Students, I want to teach you how to sketch the graph of a polynomial. So, I'll be solving this question on the screen. The polynomial is y is equals to x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x minus 6. This is the polynomial. So, in the first step to working this question out is to find the intercept. So, I'm going to start with the y-intercept. That is exactly what I'm going to start with. Okay. Now, what is the y-intercept? How can I get the y-intercept? I can get the y-intercept by saying let x be equals to 0, so that I'm going to have y is equals to 0 cube plus 2 into 0 all squared minus 5 into 0 minus 6. What I'm doing here is to substitute x for 0. Okay, so you're going to have y is equals to minus 6. So we're done with this. Then I can now have my coordinate as 0 comma minus 6. Okay, this is your x y coordinate. So that's exactly what I've done. Okay, when x is 0, y is minus 6. Now the next thing I'm going to be doing is to find my x intercept. Okay, this is where we have some kind of work to do. So x intercept, for x intercept I will say let y be equals to 0, so that I'm going to have 0 is equals to x cubed plus 2 x squared minus 5x minus 6, which I can rearrange to be x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x minus 6. Now, seeing this means that we have to solve to get the zeros of the polynomial. Now, how do we now solve to get the zero of polynomial? Just recall what I taught you in the previous video. So what you need to do here is to actually, through trial and error method, to actually guess a number. Okay, what I will guess here, let me see one. Let's say let x be equals to 1. This is going to be 1 all cube plus 2 into 1 all squared minus 5 into 1, then minus 6. Now, what do I have here? I have 1 plus 2 minus 5 minus 6. This is not equals to 0. So 1 is automatically not a 0 of this equation. All right, why not let's try 2. Let x be equals to 2. What I'm going to get here is 8. Okay, or let me not be too fast. I have 2 raised to power 3, then plus 2 into 2 raised to power 2, then minus 5 into 2, then minus 6. You agree with me that this is going to be 8 plus 8 minus 10 minus 6, which is equals to 0. So I have one of the roots, I have one of the zeros. So therefore, x is equals to 2. This is what I'm going to choose. Now, this is a 0 of it. Then what about a factor? To get the factor, just like I taught you from the previous video, x minus 2 is equals to 0. It's a factor. Now, since I have one factor, then I'll move to the next step. I will divide. Okay, I'll divide for me to get the other factors and hence the other root, and this is x minus 2, and the equation is x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x minus 6. All right, remember what we said. You are going to think of a factor that when it multiplies this particular x, it gives you it gives you x raised to power 3. So this is going to be x squared. So x squared times x is going to be x raised to power 3. Then x squared times minus 2 is minus 2x squared. Okay, then I subtract so that I'll get rid of x cubed, and this is going to be 4x squared. I will now bring my minus 5x, and this is going to be plus 4x. so that this will be 4x squared. Then I have minus 8 x. Once I subtract, I get rid of my 4x square, so that here is going to be 3x. Then I bring down my minus 6, so that I'm going to have plus 3 in this case, so that we'll have 3x minus 6. Okay, if you check it out, there's not going to be any remainder, right? So the factors are x minus 2, then I have x squared plus 4x plus 3. So I'll factorize this further. Now factorizing it, remember your quadratic factorization method of solving quadratic equation. That is what I'm going to be using. Remember, we said you pick these two to multiply themselves, so that I'll have 3x squared. Okay, two numbers when multiply gives you 3x squared. When you add, gives you plus 4x. The factors are actually plus 3x, then another x, which represent this 4x, then plus 3. So grouping it into 2 and factorizing, I have x plus 3, then plus, okay, what is common here? 1, since 1 is a universal factor, then I have x plus 3. So going further, I'm going to have x plus 3 down into x plus 1. So I've succeeded in writing and factorizing completely the equation. So I have x minus 2, I have x plus 3, then I have x plus 1. Remember, everything here is equals to 0. Okay, because from the beginning, we are actually solving the equation which is equals to 0, because y is equals to 0. Okay, so let me write it this so that you will not have issue with that. Now, in this case, I can now find my zeros. In this case, x minus 2 is equals to 0, which shows that x is equals to 2. Then x plus 3 is equals to 0, which shows that x is equals to minus 3. Then I have x plus 1 is equals to 0, which shows that x is equals to minus 1. So I have it. Now, writing it in the form of coordinates, I'm going to have 2 comma 0. I have minus 3 comma 0. Then I have the last one, minus 1 comma 0. Now basically, this is the summary of what I have. I have 0 comma minus 6. I have 2 comma 0. I have minus 3 comma 0. I have minus 1 comma 0. This is what I'm going to use to actually sketch my curve. So let's go down and sketch the curve. Okay, I have my x and y axis. Now listen, you are going to use this coordinate to sketch this curve. So the first one is 0 comma 6, when x is 0, y is minus 6. So let me pick here to be my minus 6. Okay, then I have y. Okay, I have when y is 0, x is 2, and I have okay, why not let me put here to be my minus 1, which shows this. Okay, when x is 0, y is minus 1. Then I have when x is 0, y is minus 3. So let me have minus 2 here, then let me have minus 3 here. Okay, so I have, let me see, I have 1 here, then I have 2, and let's see here I have 3. Okay, I have everything that I need. So the first point is 0 comma minus 6. This is this point here. Then the second point, okay, we have 0 comma minus 3. So this 0 comma minus 3, I have it here. Then I have 0 comma minus 1. This is the next point. Then I have the last point, 2 comma 0. So I have 2 comma 0. Please let me state it again. I have my minus 1 comma 0, which is this point. Then I have minus 3 comma 0, which is this point. Then I have 2 comma 0, which is this point by my right hand side. So now I have to sketch the curve. I'm going to start from this minus 3. Now this is what it is. From this minus 3, Is it that the curve moved upward down to this side? That is what you can ask yourself. Or it moved downward like this. We don't know. So this is what you need to do for you to know where x or where the curve moves. You check between -3 and -1. You have -2. So go and check. Go and check. You know your equation is y is equals to x raised to power 3, then plus 2x squared minus 5x, then minus 6. Go and check when x is equals to -2. What will happen when x equals to -2? If you look at it very well, this is going to be -2 all raised to power 3. Okay, then you have uh plus, we have 2, then we have -2 all squared, then you have -5, you have -2, then -6. Now this is going to be -8, this is going to be plus 16. Is it plus 16 or plus 8? I think that is plus 8. Okay, so that my bad, so it's plus 8. So this is going to be plus 8. All right, this is plus 8, then I have plus 10, then I have -6. If you check it all, it's going to be 4. So it's a positive. Since it's a positive, it means that is y is positive 4. It means that from this 3 it goes up. Okay, that is the meaning. It goes up, so it will not be coming down. Remember, it must pass through all the points. It's coming down to 1. Since I have this, I know that it will come down to -6, then it will move up. Good. Down to this. That is all. I've sketched my curve. All right. So this curve is a curve of the polynomial y is equals to x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x minus 6. This is how to sketch curve of any given polynomial. So I've sketched it. Please take note of what I've done. It's very important. You can actually go to the textbook and see plenty of questions, and you solve to actually see if you've understood the work. So thank you so much. Please do not forget to subscribe for more interesting videos on polynomials and other very wonderful topics in further maths.